Hi there, welcome to the Treehouse Pad and Paper Artist Line brand instructional drawing video series. I'm Matt, one of the Treehouse artists. Today we're going to feature the Artist Line brand 9x6" sketchbook. As you can see, our sketchbook has heavy-duty twin-wire coil binding, 3 detailed sketch drawings with techniques, quality medium-weight sketch paper that is micro-perforated for easy sheet removal, and an extra thick chipboard backing so you can sketch anywhere. Today we're going to draw a cathedral with origins going back to the 14th century. This lesson is shown on the second page, so let's get started.
Okay, let's take a look at step number 1. Whether you're trying to draw a person or a building, getting the correct proportions seems to be the key to a great result. And getting the proportions right can be very frustrating. For lack of physical access to a cathedral, we'll use a photograph for reference. Notice that I use the photograph to illustrate what would normally be my mental notes about the edges that best define proportions for my sketch. The corners of the tower, the width of the gable wall next to it. I imagine how the ledge in a tower defines a rectangle that spans across the tall walls down to the top of the fence below. Then I added the center line of the bell-shaped roof of the small chapel to the right. Let's try to reproduce these observations in our sketch using a sharp, hard pencil. Time for step number 2. We will now use our framework drawn in step number 1 to locate the smaller volumes. We will again make careful observations first and then use hard pencil and delicate lines to draw important edges. As you define more shapes, keep asking yourself, if I extend 2 lines in my sketch, will they meet in the same imagined spot as in the original? Also, locate other edges which appear to be at similar height or width and use them for reference. This can be really challenging. Don't be afraid to use your eraser. Step number 3 is probably the most rewarding one. Now you're happy with how the volumes play together, it's time to have real fun. You will now draw the fine details of the reference lines you created in step 2. Start with a harder pencil for small details, but feel free to move to a softer one as you become more confident about the final result, or maybe to emphasize important edges. Remember to be yourself and use your personal style to accomplish this step. Step number 4 is an extra. Many artists will be happy with the result in step number 3 and not add any shading to their sketch. Sometimes it's a safe option. Shading needs to be carefully considered as it may easily ruin your sketch. Shading should only emphasize the shapes you've already drawn, not take over them. A safe way to prevent damage is to use the hard pencil again, because the hatches it produces will always be lighter than edges drawn with soft pencil. One nice method is holding the pencil further away from the lead tip, which eases the pressure on paper. When you're done, you may use a special spray called fixative to keep your pencil work from smearing. Some artists prefer using light-colored markers instead of hatches, but you must first try if the markers will not smear your drawing or bleed through paper. Whatever your style, have fun producing your artwork.
Thank you so much for watching. Keep a lookout for other Treehouse Artist Line brand products at a retailer near you and more of our instructional drawing videos. See you soon.